Hey sweet friend, and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be sewing again because I'm in a sewing fixation right now, and we're gonna be making us some lane pants. These are gonna be for Valentine's because I just love. I keep all of my pattern pieces in a binder, and I also have a separate binder where I keep all of the pattern pieces and the cutouts. I am going to be making the lane pants by Sydney Graham today. These are probably my favorite pant patterns, and it comes with all of the instructions, all of the details you need to put together. I'm going to be making them out of denim today, and denim is a cotton material, so you want to make sure you wash it beforehand, because I know this from experience because I made a whole outfit and that outfit was cute. Let me tell you, I got to wear it one time and then I washed it after the fact. Let's just say it's been a minute since that last time. There are lots of variations to making these pants. She gives you 4 different designs: a plain pair, one with a drawstring, you have one with camo pockets on the side, and then you also have one with the drawstrings and the camo pockets. But I'm between the two today. I had to decide if I want to do with the drawstring or without it. This pattern is also very size inclusive. It goes from a 0 all the way to a 34, and they are tall girl friendly, which I don't have to worry about that because I'm only 5'2". I instead have to take like 3.5 inches off of the bottom hem because they are a little long for me, and they are true to size. Let me add that. A lot of patterns will run too small, some will run too big, but these really do match. Now, I prefer my pants to be a little loosey-goosey and baggy, especially depending on the material that I'm using. So something like these, or I've made like lounge pants out of them, I go up a size. This pattern is very beginner friendly in my opinion. If you've never made an article of clothing before, I would definitely try this one out. It gives you all the step-by-step instructions from start to finish. She even has a YouTube tutorial to show you how to put the entire piece together from start to finish, with the drawstrings, with the pockets. She shows you exactly how to make whatever version you want to make. One way I'm going to personalize mine is by adding some embroidery to it. Again, I have the Brothers SE700, and it comes with some already built-in designs. You can obviously purchase or design your own, but for now I'm quite pleased with the options that it gives me for free. So I'm just going to choose a couple and I'm going to add them to my pants. You can customize these however you want, and that's a great thing about using a pattern. Patterns just kind of give you the blueprint, and from there, once you get the hang of it and read the instructions and put the piece together, you can personalize it however you see fit. Again, if you don't have an embroidery machine, you do not have to go out and purchase this thing. You can do it by hand. There are lots of ways to add things to personalize it without fancy equipment. I opted for some pretty pink butterflies with some little bows and some scalloped purple hearts because I don't know, that gives me very much Valentine's vibe, and I love Valentine's, and I'm just a girl, okay? Like, look how pretty that is. So I'm gonna just keep following the pattern piece by piece, moving nice and slow. I have found a lot of patience with sewing. It has made me be intentional with my time and just by slowing down so that I can make sure everything is nice and straight. And also, don't forget, take advantage of your iron. You want to use your iron and make sure that you get those seams nice and crisp. You can also use this pattern to make shorts. You don't have to just make pants. I have made shorts and they're very, very nice. You can also personalize it with the different colors of thread options. I went with a more purple lavender lilac color, and it paired really, really nice against the blue jean. Another way I personalized it is by adding a scallop hem instead of a regular hem. This is a piece of board that I got out of Walmart, you know, the 99-cent school paper board, and this is a biscuit cutter. You can use anything you want, but what I did is I cut a piece of this board because I'm going to use this as like a pattern piece, and I'm going to use the biscuit cutter to like get the perfect round shape for the scallops. I was really just experimenting at this point. But again, that's the beautiful, wonderful thing about using a pattern, because once you get a hang of it, you can just customize it and make new versions of the pattern that are more fitting to your personality. And it's so special because you're the only person on planet Earth with this item. So I thought this made a really cute detail to the hem of the pants. But of course, if you want to create the scallop edge as well, I'm going to show you how to do it. I went ahead and stitched the front and back panels of the pants together. And then this is just an extra piece of fabric that I used that school paper board to cut out. And I went ahead and hemmed the top edge that I'll cut a little extra off later. So I put front sides facing each other, and then I just put the card paper on top so that I'm able to trace out the scallop design. These pins I got out of Walmart, and they're the kind that disappear once you iron over it. It's like magic. You wouldn't think it worked, but it does. And I think they work a lot better than the fabric pins or markers. So I just traced around the scallops to get a blueprint of where I need to sew and pin, and then I just pin that extra layer in place so it doesn't move, and then I take it to the machine and I use the pin marking as a guide. Then I just cut it out, and the reason I like to sew it before I cut it out is because it makes it a lot easier than trying to sew on those really sharp curves. Now I'm taking my scissors and I'm just going to snip up as close to the thread line without cutting it up into the connection corners of the semicircles, so that when you flip this inside out, it lays flush and flat without the material gathering, just like this. And then I also went through and I top stitched that hem fold down as well. So I'm just going to continue to sew the pants together. I think the one thing I would have did differently if I was to make these again, I probably would have just stitched the inseams of the crotch and the legs together first, and then did the scallop ends, so that the ends would have just been completely one piece around, if that makes sense. But again, I was experimenting, so it came out perfectly fine, and they're super cute. They're adorable. So yeah, that's the only thing I would have done differently. And then I decided to go with the drawstring version of the pants, which I'm really happy that I did because it gave extra support. These are absolutely adorable, and for reference, I am 5'2", and usually on the bottom half I am a size large, but I went for a size 10. Originally I'm a size 8, but again, I like the bagginess of them, and look how cute the scallops are. Thanks for sewing and experimenting with me, and I hope you like these pins because I love them. They're my new favorite, and I'm probably gonna have them on just about every day. So I will see you in my next one, sweet friends.